What do you think? Making mistakes even after being successful is right or not?
Of course it's right. Why not? It would be right. Because we are human beings and of course we will do mistake. We are going to make mistake and we are going to learn from that mistake, right?
Yeah.
Even I think it's wrong not to do mistake. I think it's really, really important to do any kind of mistake, learn from it and grow from it.
Hello everyone, the language learners and the word seekers. Welcome to another New Menace podcast. Well, what's the voyage? Well, today we're going to talk about a language that not only just exists in the world, but it also creates glistening across the world and it already took power on it. Well, you're guessing still. It is English, the lingua franca of dreams, destinies, and almost everything. Today, we're going to talk about this important topic with this amazing guest. So let's just begin. And before that, I would like to tell something about you. Is that she is my idol. When I was a kid, I used to watch her videos. They were just amazing. She used to, you can say she's my motivator. And still, she is an important character for me. So I'm very excited to talk with her. Let's begin. Hi.
Hello, Iman.
So the mic is yours now to introduce yourself. And I really want to know your dazzling stories. So come on.
Okay, so at first, thank you for praising me this much. Very, very thank you. So let me introduce myself. Hello guys, it's me, Lutfems Early. I'm a 9th grader at Bajrab Jabbar Academy in Cox's Bazar. Also, I can say that I'm a very compassionate person. Thank you.
Okay, that's enough. I love you a lot. I see your videos and they're just amazing. I've been motivated by seeing your videos for 3 years and I'm still watching them and I get to learn something, something. If I don't even get to learn many things, but I get to learn something from your videos, your accent or your pronunciations or a new single word. So I love to watch your videos. And one more thing is that you're good at everything. I mean, everything related to English. I know about you according to English. So you are just good at grammar, spoken, and I think even in IPA. So I would really like to know what's the secret ritual behind it. I mean, how do you practice English?
Thank you very much for praising me and asking me the question. So, at first, the thing I really think is you have to be very determined about what you are going to do. About what you have to do. If you lose a chance about doing a work, then think that you are not going to do that. You have to be very determined about that work. So, and the second thing I really do is that I really try not to miss any of classes. I really try to be attentive what my sir is doing, what my sir is saying, and what or how he is doing that work. I really try to be attentive in that particular work. Also, I used to make videos as what you are doing right now. I think you were a 7th grader.
Yeah.
You have small studies and you get time to do videos and please go on in that thing. You are going to make it a very big thing, a very massive thing, and it will really help you. I also do videos right now, but I'm not a very regular person right now, but I can say that it really helps me right now also. Making videos really helps. And the third thing is that I try to read books or a chapter of a book before going to bed. Because whenever you read a book, about English of course, you are going to learn vocabularies, idioms, phrases, new lines, new sentences, many more things. So yeah, that's why I really try to manage time before going to bed and I try to read books that time. So that's what I do.
Nice. Remember one thing when you people were making videos, I mean, all those who have mastered English, I was just, searching for opportunities to make videos, searching a little piece of gold in the soil.
Oh.
So let's start our amazing conversation. I'm very excited. As you know, you're very good at English, and I think it's going to be much more fun to talk about it. And one more thing, you're much more good at English. So come on.
Thank you.
So what is English really meant to you? What do you mean by it? Is it your hobby? Is it a secret weapon? What is it to you?
Okay. Thank you for the question. I think for me, English is both a hobby and a secret weapon. Why it's a hobby for me and why it's a secret weapon for me? In the case of hobby, it's a hobby for me because it helps me to pass my time. It helps me to identify me, who I am, and it also reflects my confidence. That's why it's a very great hobby for me. And in case of that, it relates to a secret weapon also. I can differentiate myself from others with this English. It helps me to make me different from others because it can happen that a person who is in front of me, he or she doesn't know about English. But in case of that, I know it. So, of course, it boosts my confidence. It reflects me. That's why it's a secret weapon. Also, you know that English is a global language.
Yeah.
We can get so many opportunities with the help of English. We can get job in multinational companies. We can go to abroad with the help of English. We can get requirements in sectors like aviation, science, etc. So yeah, that's why I think it's a very, very secret weapon.
Oh my gosh, you're literally using it as a weapon, not just secret.
Yeah, of course.
So you reminded me of the global language. I mean, the English is a global language.
Yeah.
So what do you think about why did English become an international language? Why didn't the world argue about it?
Okay, as you say that why it's a global language. Okay, so I'm going to say that it's a global language because, the world, in the whole world, there are so many languages. Like there is Arabic, there is Korean, there are Chinese, Bengali, etc. language. And every people doesn't know every languages. I know Bengali, I know Korean, I know Chinese, but I don't know about Arabian. Right. So every person doesn't know about the whole languages. So, but everybody knows a single language, and that's English. That's why nobody argues about it and try to learn it, try to pursue it, try to use it because it helps to communicate with others because it's the common one. It's the common one to be with others, to communicate with others, and to show your feelings or to show you to others. It helps you to do your work easily with others who you don't know or in a place which is unknown to you. It helps you to do it or do any kind of things there. That's why I think English is a global language and it considers as also, I want to share you something. It's that it's widely spoken, right? And it's also understood across continents to continents. That's why.
Okay, that was the exact answer I was searching for. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now here comes another. Do you really think English is very, very important for jobs or when we get into higher studies?
I think it's important. And about why it's important, because, when we go to higher education, for example, if I say about medical, when we saw medical books, it reflects the English ones. It doesn't carry the Bengali Bengali lines or Bengali paragraphs. It carries English paragraphs. The medicines, the body parts, everything is defined in English. Yeah. That's why in higher education it's so important, and also in international universities they use English as their primary language so that they can facilitate their students very easily. Also about job. And whenever we go to another countries for a job, there are so many people from Canada, from Malaysia, and from many other countries. So they have their own language, and as I said before, that the English is a common language. So they can use it as a common one, like English as a common one. So yeah, for that thing, it is used in job also as a primary or a secondary language.
All right. So you've just given every single example about it, and I liked it a lot. So I think we've talked about a lot about this topic. I mean, the serious part. Let's jump into the memorable one.
Okay.
Okay. Then when was the first time when you felt like you're very powerful? I mean, while speaking English, and you felt like you found the correct key for the locked door?
It's a thing to think about. Okay. When I get it, it was a time when I was in a function, Everybody was speaking in Bengali. Also, some people was talking in like English. But when I get there, when I told the organization's people that I want to say something in English, and they said that, yeah, you can say it. So I started to say in English, and everybody was like so amazed, like, what is she talking? What is she doing? And they were like amazed, like, oh wow, her accents and something like that. I'm not praising myself, just saying they're bad like expressions. So that time I realized, yeah, early you are doing it, you did it. And from that time, it became a key to me. It became a power weapon to me.
Yeah, like it became the key to open all the doors of opportunities.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for that. Now here comes another. Well, who did teach you better English, book or people?
Book or people? Okay. I think both helps me equally about people and about books, because whenever I need information, I get it from books. I can take it from books, I can note it down, I can learn it. But whenever it comes to practice, then people helps me to do it. I can communicate with them. I can justify me that if I'm doing right, if I'm doing wrong, they can say it to me. So in that case, I think both helps equally. They can, like, books helps us to get information, and people helps us to justify it that it's right or it's wrong.
But you know one thing? Books just teach us some words that has been used by many people. But people, or social media, I was just talking about the social media. We can just learn many unique words, many idioms from social media or people. So I would say I would prefer people. I think they taught me better English, like Russell said.
Yeah, I'm also going to do that.
Okay, then here comes another one. Well, what is one word that you like the most, and it does not really, depart from you? It's very, very close to you. What is it?
Okay, the word I really like, and I think that does not depart from me, as I've said it before, about medical, about science. So it's a word related to science, about medical. So the word is pneumono-ultramicroscopic silicovolcanic. It's the word I really like, and it's one of my favorite words because, it defines our disease in medical, and I'm really, really, really into science. I really love it. So yeah, that's my favorite word.
We're obsessed with it.
Yeah,
and I also like that word. It sounds very intelligent. Not very intelligent, it sounds very cool for me.
Yeah, that's true.
It gives that science vibe.
Yeah,
I like it
that's
too.
True, that's true.
Okay, here's another similar question to it. Is that, have you ever read or heard a word from a book or a person that literally wrapped around your soul and it's not really getting out anymore? You're not forgetting it, any word or phrase or idiom?
If I have to say about such a word, I think I'm going to say about the word optimistic. I think it's a very common word because when I really love to read novels, whenever I get time, I read novels and it helps me relaxing so much. So recently, I have been reading a novel. And there I read the word optimistic, and I really like the word. I don't know why. Every time I'm doing anything or I'm thinking about any work, it comes to my mind, optimistic. So yeah, I really like it.
Okay. If I talk about mine, then it will be aphorismic. I searched it when I just read it in a book, and I was like, what is it? It sounds very nice. I was like, okay, I need to learn this and know about this word. And then I searched it and I got the meaning. It means something brilliant, something, very good, or like that.
Yeah, that's a very good word.
Okay, now here comes another important one. Funny one.
Okay, sounds nice.
Have you ever pronounced any phrase wrong, but you didn't even know and people were laughing at you?
Yeah, I really did it. As in learning, when you learn something, you obviously do wrong, right? People do wrong. It's in their habit. So yeah, I obviously do it. I really forgot the phrase, but I did it. When I was learning, or I'm going to say that I was starting to learn English, that time I really don't know about that much phrases, that much idioms or vocabularies. That time my teacher told me about a phrase and I really mispronounced it. And everyone was laughing, but I was like, no, you can't do it. Don't care about them and just go on. Just focus on what you are doing. So yeah.
It happened to me and it was the funniest moment in my life.
Yeah.
I was eating with my friends and I just said, I'm full. Instead of saying full, I was like, I'm full. They were just laughing. You're really full? Okay.
Yeah, that happened. That really happens.
Okay, then here comes your English learning journey, the part of journey. So it's going to be very serious, I know. It's going to be about how you practiced English, how did you become successful, and how do you speak like a foreigner now? So here comes the first one. How did you get motivated for learning English? Who did even told you about it?
Okay, about telling me about English, I read English books, and of course, my teachers motivates me a lot. And whenever I see some people talking in that language, like in talking in English, also whenever I saw some foreigners, I was like, wow, they're talking in such a very good language. I should learn it. I can do it. So yeah, that time I realized that, yeah, I can learn it. I should do it. And from that time, my journey started. And here am I.
Okay, then what was a moment when you just succeeded to just tell a line in English and you felt very proud and where you was?
It's a time when I was in the middle of the journey of my English, and I think I was doing a presentation about something, and that time I told a line, and it was something like about success. Okay. So that time I thought that, wow, I said that and I felt really good that, yeah, I'm improving because, I think you can also feel that when whenever you see yourself improving in something, you obviously feel good. Whenever a person can see that he or she is doing such good in a field, he or she will feel proud about their own self. So yeah, that time I feel really good. Not that much proud because I was in the middle of the journey. So yeah, that's what it.
You should be very proud of the little successes you make because
Yeah.
it can just motivate you the whole journey. It can just keep you in the loop or the whole time.
Yeah.
So was there any time when you failed, like you could not even get up? You like failed a lot and a lot, like every single day when you were just trying to practice English. I mean, well, just giving any presentation or doing anything, you just failed. You just made a lot of mistakes. People laughed at you. How did you feel at that time? And what was your motivational line?
Okay, failure is a part of success. You'll fail, then you'll grow up. You'll fall, and then you will grow up, right?
Yeah.
That's the part. So whenever of course, I do so many mistakes. I did so many wrong things. After that, I'm here, right? So at first, whenever, it's not like that I have got off it now. I'm still there. I'm still doing mistakes. I'm still doing failing things and many more. But the thing that really motivates me that I think the line that really motivates me that at the end of the day, no one would be there. Only you and yourself would be there. So why to think about others? Don't think about others. Just go on. Just go on. Just think what you are. You are doing right and everybody is wrong.
Okay.
That really motivates me.
Okay, that was really motivating, and I think words are not coming out of my mouth anymore after hearing it. All right, then here comes a special question to you. Is that, there are many people, many successful people. Let me talk about a good speaker. I'm not just mentioning anyone's name. I'm just talking about good speaker. Think someone is very good speaker, like he does not even make a single mistake. But one day he just made a little mistake, something like, while pronouncing a word, he mispronounced it. Should we laugh at him or just encourage him? And what do you think? Making mistakes even after being successful is right or not?
Of course it's right. Why not? It'd be right. Because we are human beings, and of course we will do mistake. We are going to make mistake, and we are going to learn from that mistake, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's right to do mistake. Even I think it's wrong not to do mistake, because whenever you are not going to do any kind of mistake, you are not going to learn from it. If you do every work perfectly, so what will you learn from that? So by doing mistake, you will learn from that. So yeah, it's not wrong for a person to do mistake. I know you are perfect. It's really good to be perfect, but it's not good not to do mistake. It's really not good. I think it's really, really important to do any kind of mistake, learn from it, and grow from it. And I really think about it.
And you know, there's also a story from Einstein on this. Once he was writing 9 times table on the board, every single student were laughing when he made a single mistake. And he just said that no matter how successful you are in the society, still the people will criticize you. So don't let criticism destroy you.
That's a very nice quote, and I'm really going to appreciate that quote.
Thank you. And also, I loved every single word, every single aphorismic things you have told me, and they were really motivating. Now the last question. It's very special.
Okay.
Well, that is an advice for all of us, for me, for the person, every single audience in the camera, they're watching you. Give an advice for them.
Okay. The advice I'm going to give you guys is that never think to give up. Never ever think to give up. Because at the end of the day, as I said, you are what you are. There is no one that is going to say you that you can do it. But you have to say that this thing to yourself. So don't listen to others. Don't think about others. Just be yourself. Do it yourself. And of course, you will do it because everyone gets their reward at the end of the day. So why not you? Of course, you will also get it. It's late or it's fast, but you'll get it. So yeah, that's the advice I'm going to give.
Oh God, you dropped the best line ever I've heard.
Thank you.
I love you a lot because you're very eloquent. You're good at everything. And to be honest, I'm saying it again and again that you're my motivation from the beginning.
Oh, very thank you. And I also love you a lot. Oh.
Okay, so thank you for being in the journey and, exploring the feminine with me.
Thank you for inviting me. I'm really glad to be here and to be a part of this show and also to answer your questions.
You're welcome.
I'm really glad.
So guys, English is a tongue that has outlived many empires. And it has collected words and lexemes for every single culture. So all of you should learn English. And I think you've got motivated by seeing this podcast. And hope that next time you see this video, you're going to be the master of English. Bye.